right, here we are. We're going to be at the very first step of getting these flares ready to be mounted, and so we need to paint them to match the van. And so what I did is I went to a place called Finish Masters, who can match your paint exactly as long as you have the paint code, which we had. And so we got them to go ahead and match our paint, and they actually can put it right into a spray can. So we have the color that matches the van right into a spray can. We'll put on a few coats of this, and then we have the clear coat, which we put on afterwards, and it should be pretty much a perfect match. We're going to first spray it on to something else and kind of make sure that it all looks good, but that's the game plan. We're going to light sand it, wet sand it first, kind of get it looking like this here, and then we're going to start to paint it. And got one beautiful day here before it starts getting windy and cold again, so we're going to take advantage of it and get some paint on here. All right. We're applying the second coat, and just with the first coat it already looks really good. So I think this is going to work out really good. Went over and sprayed another piece of plastic and put it up against the van, and it matches it really well. So yeah, I think this is going to work out good. All right, here we are. We got the final panel here, ready for the clear coat. I've actually already put on 2 coats of clear. This is the last coat of the clear coat. Comes with this little stopper that's on the top of the lid. You got to stick that down here and then bang it. That releases the hardener in here, and then shake it for a couple minutes, like they say, and then you're ready to go. So we're going to do this final coat here, and then we'll be ready to in a couple days we'll let this dry, and we'll be ready to cut the giant holes in the van and install these bad boys. So I'm very happy with the way this came out. It matches perfectly. It came out really good. So all in all, it's just been a really good thing here. All right, we're getting ready to install these flares. Now this flare is going to go right here where this space is. So the first thing we're going to do is Joseph and I are going to set it up there and just make sure it fits properly. And once we're sure that it fits properly, we're going to go inside the van. We're going to lay out where we're going to cut, and then we're going to drill 4 holes, 1 in each corner, and then we're going to take the jigsaw and cut out this big piece of metal. It's kind of a little scary, but in reality it's a pretty easy process. All right, Surferay here, and the moment of truth's here. Something I've been kind of dreading, to be honest with you, but we're going to drill 4 pilot holes into each corner here. We've marked out with a straight edge where these ribs are, so we have a line to follow it. Obviously we'll stay right at the bottom of the line, and we're going to cut this panel out first. So first thing we got to do is drill a pilot hole. So let's put one in. Each corner gets one. I'm using this step up bit as well. All right, there's one.
Cool.
Yeah, we're continuing the journey on cutting these things out. So a couple things I learned on that one. First of all is go ahead and draw a line all the way around with your felt pen. It just makes it much easier. Instead of trying to follow this, you just get your felt pen and make a nice line there. It made it a lot easier. You don't really need 4 holes. You really just need 1 here to go up and around, and 1 here to go that way. And the other thing is you need one of these, a long blade. This is a 7-inch. Probably do it with a 6-inch. The biggest one I could get from the hardware store was 3 5/8, and it's just too short when you're coming around this corner, because the back end's got to come out as you're going around this corner. And as you can see over here, this is what happened. It actually dented that up a little bit, which is no big deal because that's on the inside piece, not on the outside piece. And the other thing you got to remember about this is, if this cut's not important. The flares are like 2 inches all the way around it. The inside gets covered. So it's not some critical cut that's got to be perfect. You just got to get it out. and make sure you paint and seal it so it doesn't rust. You know, as long as you're within, you know, close, that's good enough. So just remember that, help you not lose sleep at night worrying about cutting this hole out. All right, let's give it a shot and see. Surferay here, ready to take your order. This is Ray's mobile taco shack. Anyway, we got that all cut out. It came out, you know, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And one thing very, very important that I seen nobody else mention is that when you use the really long blade to cut your corners, you cannot have this door open because the door is too close to the side here and you will hit it. I was extremely lucky. I did hit that door, but I hit it right where the rubber gasket is. Another ½ inch up, I probably would have blew that window out. So very lucky there. So just absolutely make sure that door is closed when you use your jigsaw. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the grinder with this little sanding wheel. We're just gonna go around and touch this up a little bit, smooth it all, and then we're gonna get ready to put some primer and then some paint, and then we'll be ready to install our flare. So let's have at it. Very important, you don't stay in one place too long. You don't want to create a lot of heat, mess up your paint. All right, I got my brother-in-law Doopy here. He's putting on the primer coat, getting it all on the edges, and then I actually have some silver colored paint we're gonna paint over it, just to do it the right way, that's all. And so, all right, I'm gonna go cut out the other side, and then by the time we do that, the primer should be done. We can put on the paint and then throw up this flare. Okay, now that we got our holes primed and painted, we need to prep our flares and we need to prep around the windows. So gonna get some 200, 220, something like that, sandpaper, and we're just gonna go around the edge and sand it all the way. Just like that. And once we get that all done, we're gonna come to the van and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go right along this edge and we're just gonna scuff all this up. So we get a good adhesion from our flare to the band. And once we're done with this, we're gonna get some isopropyl rags or put some isopropyl on some rags, and we're gonna wipe everything down, making sure there's no dust whatsoever, and then we'll be ready to do the final installation. All right, we're ready for the big installation. So we've sanded these down, isopropyl everything. We put the sealant on there. We put it on towards the inside because we don't want it oozing outside. We sanded down around the band. We, wiped all that down with isopropyl. We got our tape ready to go, and now I got this fine crew here, and we're gonna go put this puppy up and put the tape on, and she's done. Nothing like a little pressure, right? Half hour before dark, it's gonna start storming tomorrow.
Just the way you like it.
The guy who was helping me left, took off in his plane. Thank you. Teamwork here. All right. Watch your hair. We're going to go in this upper corner here.
Yeah. You got there, you get a lot of weight right now because I'm coming off my grip.
Yeah.
Down a little bit. You got your corner lined up, Ray?
Yeah. I'm liking this. Okay.
You're gonna work towards me, right?
I'm good on this end. Does it gotta go to you?
Nope, we're good. I just meant glue wise. I'm gonna press it down, right?
Yep. Oh, don't do that.
Jim, you make me feel short normally.
Right.
We ran out of time yesterday for me to finish videoing up what we did, but this part's pretty easy. We just lined it up in the corner. You know, we pressed it in there, then we hung our tape down to hold it, And you know, it just stuck a couple of down in the beginning, and then we just went around the edge and made sure that we pushed it all the way in, nice and tight, all the way around. And then I took Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol or isopropyl, and I had some rags also. Actually, they make wipes with isopropyl, so I had those too. And there was some, you know, of the adhesive in the cracks around here, so I just used Q-tips and that to clean it up. That worked very easy. If you get it when it's wet, it really comes out, you know, quite fast and easy. And then we went into the inside, and we went ahead and you know, just finished sealing this all up, you know, and making sure that it's all you know, sealed all the way around the best we could. And so yeah, this is pretty much done now. All we got to do is put this window in, and you know, this little project's done. So very happy the way it came out. And now we're going to move on to other things like installing the bed and also installing the Nerf bars. All right, Surferay here. Thanks for watching.